in the new 20s. I don't know when it'll happen. Someday.
Hey, buddy. Think I'm an old crotchy guy?
Yeah. Thought I was pacing myself, but apparently I wasn't. And I ended up trying to fly my drone while intoxicated. That was not a good idea. You don't drink and drone. Well, guys, it is the first day of a new year, 2020. You know, leading up until this year, like my entire life leading up until this year, I guess you'd say, every year hadn't felt like being in the future, you know what I mean? Turning over to the 2000s was a pretty big deal, but I was only 10 when that happened, so, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. But now being much older, we just transferred in to the 20s, like the new 20s, and it's pretty bizarre. Because, you know, nobody ever said, oh, we're in the teens or whatever, or the 10s. People would say like the 2010s or whatever. But now it feels more appropriate that we can like officially say the 20s. We're in the new 20s. I'm gonna call them the new 20s. And this is my last year in my 20s. So, I'm in my 20s in the 20s. So what's on the agenda for this first day of this new decade? The tree needs to come down. Every time I try to fly this drone, everything's working against me. Either it's super cloudy, so there's nothing to, like, I'm trying to get a sunset. That's what I've been trying to do. And tonight I thought maybe it would be a good environment for it, because it's like cloudy and stuff, but cloudy to the point where it would be like a really good sunset, except it's windy. So far there hasn't been any like colors or anything, but my phone died anyway, and I need my phone in order to fly the drone, so that's not happening now. So I'm still waiting on that really cool shot. I don't know when it'll happen. Someday. It's really windy now. What is going on here?
Don't make big bubbles with me. Bigger. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, buddy. What do you got there? A new book?
So it's an espresso maker?
Coffee, regular coffee, or espresso, or cappuccino?
Espresso? You mean espresso?
Espresso.
It's espresso.
X.
Daddy, why didn't you get no weed on your way?
I don't do weed.
Yeah, but it's legal now. Cool, make me an espresso.
Not yet. I gotta get it, run water through it and all that kind of stuff. That'll be in the morning. It's alcohol time.
They filled it all the way up too. It's right here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let me smell it.
It smells good.
It smells nice.
Can you crouch?
Yeah, I can crouch. Think I'm an old crotchy guy?
Yeah. That has a very, very distinct flavor. Like, that's very flavorful. What you think, Daddy?
Very heartburning.
Right? We're all gonna suffer from heartburn. There's like a fruity bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a couple tacos and I'm gonna have some chips and other stuff. Mia's just gonna eat your bowl of tomatoes.
Mother.
Can you remember this? Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, nice smiles.
That's what you gave me.
What is it? Is that?
I love Amazon. I accidentally got a credit card after 2 months behind.
Yeah, I do.
Ooh,
It's like laser tag, yeah.
cool.
You gotta open the box, you just gotta.
Keep going. Keep looking. It's a little laptop.
Does he have anything like that, Betsy?
Good.
Earring.
Ooh.
I can see.
Woo, look at that.
It's for me.
It is. Look at that. It's so cute. That is a. Look at that.
It's a shirt.
It's a shirt.
Oh, it's a magnetic
Ooh, cool. Thank you.
one. Cool.
So I totally got D-R-U-N-K at my dad's. I didn't mean to. I was like, thought I was pacing myself, but apparently I wasn't. And I ended up trying to fly my drone while intoxicated. That was not a good idea. You don't drink and drone. As you saw, I flew it in my dad's basement because I was just gonna like show him it, you know, a little bit, just fly it a little bit, put it back down. That was it. Of course, when you get drinks in you, everything seems like a good idea. So in my dad's basement, it got too close to my dad's little flag thing he had hanging there, and the wing like clipped it and made it fall. It wasn't very high off the ground, so you know, I thought it was fine. And then I remember going outside to like show Ben and like fly it outside, and I was looking at my screen and I noticed that it was doing that weird shake thing. Like it was being really weird. And guess what I did? Well, it was a combination of two things, okay? Electronics are so weird. One, you see that cover over the camera? Yeah, I didn't take that off. totally forgot. So that was one reason why it was possibly like knocking about. Two, when I started it up today to test it out and see if it might be broken, there was an update that popped up on the app on my phone when I was getting ready to connect the camera. So I'm like, hey, maybe this is just like with cell phones and things like that somehow, where if there's like an update that's pending, sometimes your phone like isn't working correctly or whatever, and then once you do the update, your phone works more smoothly. As soon as I did the update, the drone was perfectly fine again. I mean, I also took the cover off this time, but like even at first when I took the cover off today, and I like, usually you like grab the drone once it's on, and the camera, the little camera part of it, if you tilt, it tilts with you because it's got the stabilizer on there.
I think William saw it.
Yeah, William, you can see in the clip, as I will put it in slow motion right here, William totally freaked out because of it. Long story short, I did the update on the app and it worked perfectly fine. So I was really scared there for a moment, but it seems to be fine. Anyway, good night.
Good night.